typhoid fever comes generally from having bacterial overgrowth. It's generally going to come from salmonella bacteria, which can be pathogenic if it's overgrowing, and it really depends on the type of salmonella. So it's typhoid bacteria, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have IBS. However, that can cause IBS. So we do know that foodborne illness can trigger IBS for years for some people, for months for other people, for a lifetime for some people. So you want to ask yourself, is that what caused your IBS? IBS won't necessarily cause that. If you do have a big imbalance in your gut, you're more susceptible to catch foodborne illnesses. You're more susceptible to catch other things because your gut houses 70+% of your immune system. So you might have had dysbiosis and you were just more at risk for that.
Another analogy, guys, I'm the official analogy person here of this duo. And really, you think of it like ecosystems, right? Your gut is really just one massive universe of an ecosystem, and each species is important, right? However, you can introduce different ecosystems into other ecosystems and they don't really mesh that well, or some might overgrow and some might take advantage, right? And others might not. So for example, when we introduced hogs into Texas, so Texas, for example, has a massive wild hog problem. And it's because hogs were introduced. I don't know exactly why or when and all those details, but they were introduced and that was not their normal habitat. However, because of lack of predators and other ecological and environmental factors, they are thriving. They are taking over. They are being the opportunists that they are. And now there's a massive hog problem where they're eating all the crops and they're eating all the other food for other animals and they're just multiplying like crazy. That is kind of like an overgrowth of hogs in that area. Just in the same way you can get food poisoning, it kind of takes residence where it shouldn't be. It's multiplying, it's creating endotoxins, it's wreaking havoc. And yes, you can get rid of them, but the ripple effects can be long lasting. Just like if we ever do kind of relocate these hogs, the ripple effects of those hogs being there will be felt for decades, right? I don't want to be too doom and gloom. Like you can, again, our thing is heal with each meal. With each meal you eat, you can make a difference. With each day you change your microbiome, you can make the changes, but just understand that dynamic a bit, right? These things have ripple effects.